Hey everyone, Mitch coming up with the Commander Score Studio. Welcome to the show. So, whether you are a new player to Commander or you've been playing for years, certain combos that you're going to need to know about because they very well might go down at your table. And yeah, these incredibly popular combos in Commander might take you out of the game. So if you see one half of the combo, be on the lookout for the other half. So yeah, these cards are absolutely crazy. Yeah, either be on the lookout for them, or if you want to add them to your deck and your playgroup's okay with that, do so. Regardless, let's jump into the most popular combos in Commander. First up, I want to say that Commander Spellbook is a fantastic resource. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check out that fantastic website. It's a great website. It is one that told me that, well, apparently Dramatic Reversal Iskron Scepter is the most popular combo in Commander, and I'm not surprised because this one is quite good. An instant for 1 and a blue, Dramatic Reversal says, untap all non-land permanents you control. Iskron Scepter is an artifact for 2 that has imprint. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant source card to convert mana cost 2 or less from your hand. Pay 2 tap. You may copy the exile card if you do. Cast copy without paying its mana cost. Very simple, very effective combo that technically is more than 2 cards. Yes, technically. I mean, at the very least, it's 3. This one essentially says, hey, you know what? I've got a bunch of mana rocks in play potentially, or just 1 mana rock that can tap for 3. And all of a sudden, I can just, well, generate infinite mana and cast Dramatic Reversal as many times as I need to. Because basically, you know, Iskron Scepter enters the battlefield, you exile Dramatic Reversal. You tap your mana rocks for mana, essentially, and then you tap Iskron Scepter using 2 of that mana, and then you cast Dramatic Reversal, which untaps Iskron Scepter and all of your mana rocks, or mana dorks, or whatnot, essentially. Whatever way you have to generate mana that you're untapping, great, do that. Not lands, obviously, because it says non-land. So yeah, this is a very effective combo that, well, can essentially win for you in a lot of different ways. Typically, though, it's just, hey, you've got infinite mana. Plenty of ways to win from there. But yeah, if you've got, say, to say, Singular Tim in play as well that can tap to ping something for 1, yeah, infinite damage there as well. Infinite card draw in certain ways, too. Yeah, like Arcanist the Omnipotent. There's a lot of ways to win with this combo, and one that as soon as you see Iskron Scepter being played, it might be too late, but yeah, counter that if you can. And yeah, make sure that you try to stop this as quick as you can. Or again, if you want to utilize this, make sure you do so in responsible ways. Next up, and this combo is actually a good example of one that I'm going to generalize because it can combo in a couple of different ways with some different cards put in here. Demonic Consultation, that's Oracle, a fantastically powerful combo. My goodness, is this crazy good. That being said, there's other ones like, I think Tainted Pact could go in there instead of Demonic Consultation, Lab Maniac, or that one Jason go in instead of Thassa's Oracle, Jason Builder Mysteries, I believe. Regardless, let's talk about this variation of the combo, the most popular variation and how it works. Demonic Consultation, instant for a single black mana. Basically, you name a card, you exile top of your library, reveal cards from your top of your library to reveal a named card. That card goes in your hand, the rest are exiled. Yeah, this is kind of a weird effect. But basically, you're going to name a card that's not in your deck. So yeah, if you're playing, say, I don't know, a 3-color deck that doesn't have red, name Mountain. Cool, you didn't get it. Or just name anything, essentially. Upheaval, that card's banned. Cool, you can't get it. That's Oracle, a 1/3 Merfolk Wizard for blue, enters the battlefield with the top X cards of your library, X your devotional blue, put up to 1 of them in your library, sorry, 1 on top of your library, the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. Basically, Lab Maniac type win, but one that is technically better than Lab Maniac in many circumstances. In ETB, hey, I win the game if I don't have a library. Yeah, you just win, essentially. Demonic Consultation, a single black mana. Hey, my library is gone. That's Oracle. ETB for 2 mana. Hey, yeah, I win. So there you go. That is a crazy good combo. One that really sees a lot of play in CDH. And again, there are different variations of it. But yeah, if you see one of these 2 cards come out, you might be in trouble. Next up, the third most popular combo, according to Commander's Spellbook, is Exquisite Bond and Sanguine Bond. And again, there are different variations of this combo. Sanguine Bond is probably the more card that's going to get changed out more often and what this can combo with, because there's certain cards out there that's like, hey, I'm not quite as good, but somewhat similar to this. Regardless, Exquisite Bond, enchantment for 4 and a black. When an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Crazy good in Commander. And yes, very, very comboable as well. Sanguine Bond, enchantment for 3 black. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Basically, these are 2 sides of the same coin. One says, hey, that player lost life, I gain life. The other one says, hey, I gain life, that player loses life. Essentially, this essentially says, hey, if anyone ever loses life or I gain any life, I just win, because this is infinite life gain and infinite life drain. I mean, I guess it's based on the number of, life points that your opponents have. Regardless, hey, an easy way to win, because, yeah, you get both these in play and all of a sudden anyone gets hit at all from any creature, or just drained at all, or, lightning bolt at all, or whatnot, it's game over. Or if you just gain a single life, it's game over. So a crazy good combo. And again, there's certain cards that switch out for Sanguine Bond. Exquisite Blood is the kind of more problematic one that you should be worried about. Essentially, if you see that one, chances are pretty likely that they've got a combo piece for it. If you see Sanguine Bond, that's not always the case. But yeah, combo piece for Exquisite Blood, absolutely crazy. Moving on to our next combo, though, Dualcaster Mage and Twin Flame. Yeah, this is a spicy one, and one that might be a bit confusing on how it exactly works, but I'm going to walk you through it. Here we go. So Dualcaster Mage is a 2/2 human wizard with flash that costs 1 red. Enters the battlefield, copy target, insert sorcery spell, you choose targets for the copy. Twin Flame, a source for 1 and a blue. Strive cost does not matter. Choose any number of target creatures. For each of them, you create tokens, copy that creature, except it has haste. Exile tokens to the next end set. Basically, you're not going to be striving this, so you're just copying one creature. How this works is quite simple but complex. You cast Twin Flame, targeting any creature on the battlefield that you control. Cool, just one, you don't need to strive it. Then, before that resolves, while this is still on the stack, you flash in Dualcaster Mage, and you target Twin Flame. So you have copied Twin Flame. So the copy of Twin Flame you're going to utilize to copy your Dualcaster Mage, making a copy of Dualcaster Mage, getting that ETB again. Then with that ETB copy, you are going to be copying the original Twin Flame, which is still on the stack. And then you do it again, and again, and again, making an infinite number. Again, you technically have to choose a number, right? There's no such thing as infinite magic, so a trillion. You get a trillion Dualcaster Mage copies that are hasty and angry and 2/2s. It doesn't really matter how much power they have, right? As long as it's one or more, hey, you swing with your trillion Dualcaster Mages and you take out your opponents. Now, with this combo, there's different variations to it. Dualcaster Mage can be replaced with Narumeha, and yeah, it's slightly worse, but still good. And then also, Twin Flame can be replaced with a couple of different things, essentially. There's one in red that does the exact same thing. Ghostly Flicker actually works as well for, like, infinite mana. There's different variations on that, but yeah, just to win with, combat damage, this is a great, crazy combo that can come out of absolutely nowhere. So again, if you're going up against something like this, make sure you're paying attention when that Twin Flame is being played. You might want to be ready to counter that or Dualcaster Mage. So there you go. Next up, we've got another crazy good combo that can actually go in any deck out there, because it is, well, colorless, essentially. We've got the 3 rings for the Elven Rings. Kings. Oops. Anyways, that's not what it's actually called. Rings of Brighthearth is what this card is actually called. That's just like a stylized reprinting version of it. They've got Basalt Monolith as well, a crazy powerful card. And yeah, there's different combinations that combo with Basalt Monolith. Regardless, this is the most popular one. The 3 rings for the Elven Kings, also known as Rings of Brighthearth, is an artifact for 3 that says whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 2. If you do, copy the ability, choose targets to the copy. Basalt Monolith has a mana ability and also not a mana ability too. Artifact for 3, doesn't untap to untap step, taps for 3 mana, pay 3, untap it. So this combination is actually pretty simple. You need to essentially, well, copy one of the abilities, and you can't copy the mana ability, so you're copying the other ability. Basically, again, it can tap for 3, you can pay 3 to untap it, you can pay 2 mana elsewhere to untap it again. So basically, you're untapping your Basalt Monolith twice and just paying 5 mana to do so in total, instead of, well, you'd have to do that, what, for 6 usually. So you're netting 1 mana every single time when you're doing that. Basically, you're just generating infinite colorless mana. Of course, that doesn't just win you the game. There are other ways to win the game from there. If you got any other activated abilities, you can really take advantage of those too. But yeah, there's other ways to kind of switch out cards with this combo. This, though, is probably the most popular. Definitely is the most popular of these kind of Basalt Monolith Brighthearth combos. Moving on, a very popular and very deadly combo. Yeah, if you ever see Deadeye Navigator, there's a combo coming somewhere. Crazy good card. Peregrine Drake is the other side of this combo, though. A 5/5 creature spirit, Deadeye Navigator for 4 blue. Blue, Soul Bond, so you can pair with a creature when it comes into play, or that creature comes into play. As long as it's paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, pay 1 and a blue, exile this creature and return to the battlefield under your control. What could go wrong with a repeatable blink effect? Peregrine Drake, a 2/3 Drake with flying that costs 4 and a blue. Enters the battlefield on tap 5 lands. So essentially, this one's quite simple. Hey, pair these together. They're Soul Bond. Awesome. you got 5 lands in play or whatnot. Cool. Tap them all, float your mana. Spend 1 and a blue to essentially blink your Peregrine Drake. Leaves, it comes right back into play. You get that ETB again, you untap those 5 lands. You do it again and again and again. You got infinite mana, infinite ETBs from the Peregrine Drake, and of course, if you've got any other creatures with any ETBs, I said infinite ETBs, any infinite ATBs, you get them an infinite number of times, essentially. So yeah, you get your Mold Drifter, essentially, hey, draw my library. Don't do that infinite number of times, you'll lose. But yeah, you can draw your library. You've got infinite mana. You got plenty of ways to win from there. Again, even just a simple, hey, creature in this battlefield deals a damage, whatever that is, sure. You got ways to win by just blinking whatever you need to blink. At the very least, you get infinite mana. Have fun with that. Yeah, a crazy good card. If you see Peregrine Drake, that's probably going to be comboing with something. And if you see Dead Navigator, look out. That card is just good on its own with any other ETB creature. And of course, very, very combo worthy with something like this. There's also other substitutes for especially Peregrine Drake, like Palinchron, etc., etc. Great Whale, I think, is one as well. But yeah, Deadeye Navigator can combo with a lot of things, and there's some, I guess there are some, like Eldrazi Displacer is somewhat of a replacement for that. Emil the Blessed is also a replacement for that, but mostly, hey, if you see Deadeye Navigator, there's probably a combo lurking. But now the final combo that I'm going to be bringing up today is, well, one that goes with a commander, Heliod Suncrown. If you're playing against this commander, you need to be aware of this combo, because Walking Ballista is crazy deadly with it. Heliod Suncrown is a 5/5 legendary creature god for 2 and a white. Indestructible as long as your vote in white is less than 5. It's not a creature. Whenever you gain life, you get a counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Pay 1 and a white. Another target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. Walking Ballista, a 0/0 construct for XX. Enters battle with X counters on it. 4, put a counter on it, remove a counter from it. 1 damage to any target. A crazy good combination. All you need is Walking Ballista in play, essentially, with a single counter on it. Actually, 2 counters on it, I should say. Actually, there we go. I caught myself. 2 counters on it. Then all of a sudden, you just give it lifelink with Heliod. You pay 1 and a white, give it lifelink, and then you basically just win. Walking Ballista, you can remove a counter from it to ping anything. You ping someone in the face. Cool. It has lifelink, so you gain a life. Heliod triggers. You get a counter on target creature enchantment. Put a counter on the Walking Ballista. Remove that counter. Ping something. Again, it could be a creature. Planeswalker. Doesn't matter. Someone's face. Infinite damage to everything, essentially, that you want to deal infinite damage to. You gain whatever amount of life, essentially. You just win the game from there. So yeah, a crazy good combination. Heliod is very good with Walking Ballista. Of course, yeah, a very good combination. And one that, yeah, Triskelion can replace your Walking Ballista. But yeah, this is the most potent of the combinations. And again, one that you really need to be aware of if you're playing against Heliod. But now this episode is coming to a close, so it's my turn to hear from you. So in the comments below, let me know your thoughts are on these combos. What combos should I have brought up as well? Again, these are the most popular ones, but of course there are other great ones as well. If you're interested in any of these cards, make sure you pick them up in the card list link in the description below. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. We also have a ton of brand new t-shirt designs in stock, so make sure you check out those as well. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.